Hello there to today's video. Here we are playing a game called Kingdom Come Deliverance, where you are in the medieval 14th century in a period of unrest and opportunity in the troubling times in a game story, where you have to fight to survive in a harsh world, the combat quite tough to grasp, and the game also being unforgiving and brutal. And now, let the story begin.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Begin the story as the main character's mother wakes up for the work ahead of today's activities in the beginning
Henry,
of our story.
get up now.
In the beginning, I
There's work
decided
to
to
be done.
choose the skills speech and strength as the early start for my character's development. I decided to check around, see any possible items, decided to check any items I have, and after checking, I decided to look at my skills to see what I have and what abilities I may have. I decided to look around and pick up some food that I found around. Also, I found some soup in this bowl and decided to eat it. And I look around elsewhere for other food in the room I was at. I decided to look around after I finished eating and went into this room of the house, and I found myself 10 carrots. After I pick up the items, I decide to check out the rest of the room to see any other food I might be pick up. After eating some food or picking up any item, I decided to leave the house to explore outside, and decided to look for any items that I may want. And after I gave up on that, I decided to check out the place and see where the father is of the character and talk to him. After some exploring, I found the character's father and decided to talk to him about any quests he might give me.
At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the
After
sword for
talking
Sir
to the
Radzig, and
blacksmith,
I need your
I
help.
started my quest
With
to
what?
look for charcoal and asking one of the villagers about paying his debt to us, since we need all these items and such to make the sword as the blacksmith requested. After finding the man that we're after, we decided to talk to him to talk about the debt that he owns us.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water.
After some talking,
At
we
least pay
learn
for the
about
tools if you can't pay for
persuasion,
everything.
of social, reputation, and other stats that would help us to talk to people and convince them of certain options and things we might want. Sadly, we failed to persuade the man to give us his debt, and we sadly had to fight now.
Well, I'll teach you
I
then.
started to learn a little bit of the controls on how to combat hand to hand. And now the fight begins.
You're going to cry now. Go! Yeah! Kurwa!
Sadly though, at the end, we were just too weak to beat him. We started to find loss.
Come and
It was
get
a
me!
hard, long-fought battle, but we sadly lost. After that happened, I decided just to leave since I couldn't beat him in combat hand to hand, and started to look out for any other opportunities to make the money to pay the trader for the charcoal I needed. But I decided to, instead of just exploring, I decided to go back to the mother's
You ought to
character
learn
to
to do
patch
that
me up
yourself.
since I was
Thanks, Ma.
damaged, and decided to now again explore to look for other ways to make my coin. I decided to go to the tavern since that was the other quest I needed to get the ale for my father's character.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him.
We went to
He
the
had
tavern
to
for further
invade with his army
conversation
of
between
Tartars.
what was going
Wenceslas
on
is our
around the
rightful
world,
king.
with the German
Deutsch
courts
is an
and the
idiot.
kings and whatnot.
What can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Character was pulled in by his friends to prank the German man and whatnot, and in exchange for a deal
All right, I'll
to
do
help
it.
him deal with the
But then
man
you
that
have to
owed
give me
us
a hand
money.
with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll
When we
back you up.
finally got
Just
there,
as soon as we're
there's a
done plastering
problem
Deutsch's house.
in the plan,
So
as
are we doing this
someone,
or not?
the man's
Wait.
wife,
We
is
have to
there,
check that
and
the
we
coast
can't
is clear.
just simply
Why?
do as we
Deutsch is in
wanted.
the tavern.
So we,
But
as the
maybe you
character,
noticed
had to
after all
distract
these
her.
years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he
We
gets
finally
himself in trouble.
succeeded in
What
tricking the
sort of
woman,
nonsense?
and now we're able to do the prank and proceed with our plans.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
All our plans are interrupted by a group of Germans that
Hanging
didn't
out
like
with this
us throwing
poxy
poop
Deutscher.
at the German man's
Maybe you'd like
house.
to try out the latest German fashion.
And now we fight.
Cunt!
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch-all is on his way!
After the fight, we decided to leave before the guards came and to regroup with the character's friends. I finally reached the character's friends and decided to talk to them to start helping me out to deal with my own problem.
Oh, we sorted that
After
Deutsch out.
conversation with the character's friends,
That was
we
pretty
decided to
close,
go to the guy who owns the character's father some money.
Kanesh, get out here.
We tried talking to him, but sadly that didn't work out, so the fight had to start,
God!
and we fought each other.
No more.
Enough! Enough!
I give up. Take what you want. There's
After
not much.
defeating the
but it's all
guy,
I
I
have.
decided to look
You
around for any
understand?
items, pick up an axe, and decide to pick up any other items worth of value to sell to make the coin I needed to purchase the items. After getting the items I want from the guy, I decide to leave and explore around the town before I buy any items or sell any of my own I have.
Save you, Henry.
After I finish exploring, I decide to finally sell my items to make the coin I needed to
Greetings.
get what I wanted.
Take care.
After purchasing the items I wanted or selling any, I decided I needed to go to the tavern to buy the necessary ale for the character's father. We talked to this girl who was in a relationship with the character, possibly even his girlfriend and whatnot, and asking her for the ale.
What brings you here?
We finished talking to the girl and decided to talk to the combat veteran to get some training from him. After finishing talking to him, we decided to go with him to do some training with him. We finally arrived in the training grounds and start our training.
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me
We
everything.
started
you've
training
so far.
and trying to learn the basics of fighting,
Keep moving.
on how the
Your life
game's
depends
combat
on it.
works with sword fighting, and of our long sword we try to see how to deflect, how to fight, and whatnot.
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Good. All right. Good.
We finished training
Not
and
bad.
done everything we
All
can
right.
for the day for training with him.
All right. That's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard.
After
No one
thinking
becomes
that
a
we did
master
everything
swordsman
we needed
overnight.
to do, I decided to talk to the father, forgetting that we need to still get one item
About
before
time.
we
Have
can
you got everything
actually
I
continue
wanted?
on.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
And how much longer will it take? Get
I
it.
decided to
Move
talk to
on.
the
We have to finish
guards about
that
the
sword
item I
today.
requested to get it from them.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
We
Father's
finally got the
forging a
item,
sword for Sir Radzig.
and now we decided to talk to the father to continue on after completing all the quest
About
requirements.
time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologize to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. And we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
After finishing the talk with the character's father and whatnot, we decide to get the nails that the father requested for this character named Teresa, as she requested from us. We picked up the nails and gave it to Teresa.
Here are those nails you wanted.
After talking
Thanks.
to the girl, we continue on
How's
helping the
Fianza?
character's father and testing the sword.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. Do you have to keep going on about it?
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened? Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah,
Get through the gates!
hurry, Henry! There's nothing you can do! Come on, Hal! You can still make it!
Run!
Find a horse! Ride to town, Berg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Right now, I got to run, trying to find any way to escape from any enemies that may follow me, and just trying to survive altogether. I was trying to stealth here and try to catch an enemy off guard, but I accidentally started a conflict with an archer. Dang. Saw that happening. And hand to hand, well, I didn't even picture what happened here. This is the first time dying, but I wasn't expecting that archer to surprise me like that. So I had to restart everything again. This time I'm gonna try a better approach and try not to die again. Again, I tried to be stealthy, but I got caught, but I was fine. This time I had my sword out. I thought everything would be great. I can take out this archer, you know, and everything. Everything seemed fine. Till it didn't seem fine. And this guy was beating me bad. And yeah, his friends came to support him. I don't think I'm going to last long. And then I got stuck. Yeah. I had to restart again. Not because I died, but just simply because I had to restart myself. Kinda got stuck there. Again, I would try my best not to die nor get stuck. Yeah, I got caught again. I don't know why I thought I was just going up and, I don't know, attacking this guy. Then his friends came. Yeah, it ain't gonna go well for me. It's going pretty bad. Dying for a second time. Not a great start. This time, I went direct, instead of going around, just to go to grab my horse, till I heard some commotion ahead.
Me, or I'll kill you. Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Még sajnálni fogod, hogy megjelent.
FI, I'm gonna die here. Real bad. Yeah. Even though I'm really bad, instead of just going directly to them, I instead a more indirect route and just grab my horse. Hopefully I won't get myself into trouble. Check out one of the horses as well.
Minél jobban vergődsz, annál rosszabb lesz, Beribont.
You'll burn in hell, you animals!
Jó kis falat, ne feszengj te szapka!
I didn't see that patrol that was there. Yeah. I think you know where this was going. Also, to make things worse, I accidentally whistle, and all the enemies basically kill me. I learned from mistakes, and I decided not to repeat what I did last time and just go on my horse and try to escape. I also will help out the girl and making sure that she can also escape as well, while not getting myself killed. It seems like it worked. And I escaped from my enemies while also helping the girl escape as well. And now I am traveling to get some help. Even though I escaped from those guys, yeah, there's more guys coming with me with bows on our horses, and they shot my leg. Yeah. I'm running for my life here, trying to get myself shot and dying for probably the 5th time in a row, or 6, and try not to die. I found myself in this area where some of the attackers are hurting some of the people, and I try helping them a little bit, but I just basically hit one guy, and I think I'm about to get shot here, so I don't know. Yeah. I kinda got stuck here, and I got bolted. I managed to knock one guy out, but yeah, the other guys shot me with another arrow or whatnot, and yeah, I think I got knocked out at this point. I wasn't really escaping, almost died there, but I think I'm on goner either way. And yeah, I think they're gonna finish me off here. I'm gonna try again, hopefully I won't end up in the same place that I got stuck and dying.
Left.
And
Our
actually
look is
live
to the
this
left,
time.
along the stream.
And it seems to me that I actually think I actually might escape from here. Perfect.
Flee to Talmberg.
I think this guy is still after me. Yeah, they're incredibly too close. Hopefully I get out of this one.
Oh my God! Wait!
Jesus Christ!
Help! Scarlet has been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Halt your Hosenkinder!
They're turning tail! Look better, eh? Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say?
Yeah.
Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
We finished talking to the Lord, and we're going to the captain to discuss more about what's going on.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear
Sir
on a full
Rebard
stomach.
informed us of
I heard
his
about your
kitchen
father.
to get some food,
say he was a
and
swordsman
now
who
he's
went
leading
to the
us
countryside
to have some food to eat.
You're that lad from
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great...
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Of course, I decided to pick up some of the food to start eating
Oh
since my
God.
character seems quite hungry. And
Eat
I don't want to
food.
have negative effects on me right now. After eating some of the food and having some more just in case to eat later, I decide to explore a little bit and see what the castle has in store. I learned that in some areas you can't walk in since that's trespassing, or you can get arrested or just give a warning depending on the area. After some exploring, I went to my room, but just before I went to sleep, I decided to check my inventory and just see what I got so far.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
While my character was trying to sleep, to my surprise, someone was coming to our door to have a little bit of a talk to us, and it was
Yes?
the lady.
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
I decided to talk to the lady and have the conversation with her and
You
tell
might
the
be right, my
story of
lady.
the character.
I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening. But our
After
meeting
some
was never to
talking,
happen.
she started to talk
Dear
about
boy.
herself and explain her own story.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my
After some
husband to
time, we
rot
finish
in
our
jail
talk,
in his own
and the
castle.
character can now finally continue his sleep.
Move it, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly!
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Sir Rebart told us to go to the battlements on something going on. We don't know yet exactly, but something appears to be going on outside the walls. I asked some guards what was going on, but they didn't know what was going on either.
Do you know what's happening?
No.
I asked another guard what was going on, but he guessed that it could be the army that attacked the character's home.
Or his scouts.
But he's not sure yet.
Maybe Scarlet's folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good.
I asked Sir Rebart what was going on, but he's saying that it wouldn't make sense for the enemy army to advance at night, since they lost the elements surprise. But we don't know exactly what's going on, even for him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivis sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storm into the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Rattay now!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice, or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled. Report everything to me at once. Understood?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra
Sir
pair of eyes.
Rebard told us that we
Will you
needed
keep watch of the
to
battle?
patrol around to make sure the battlement is secure and nothing goes astray and everything goes right. After some time waiting, we were called in to report over here because of something big going on.
Sweet Jesus. We're gonna end up like Skalitz.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king. And here in Talmberg, divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle where he has little chance of defense to another where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
I had to talk to Sir Ribard to discuss if possible I could come back to the home of the
Good day to you.
character to bury his parents and continue on by that.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me,
Sadly, Sir Ribard
it's always about power.
won't be allowing me to leave, so I gotta find another way to get out of here, or else I'll be basically stuck here, not allowed to leave. I decided to ask some questions to this lady,
Homes at the edge of Scout. Good
where I can
morning.
get a trader and whatnot.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Try Vortimer. He's as thin as a
Since
starving
I
hound and about as
couldn't find a
cheerful,
trader,
but he can get anything
I'm
you
just
want.
gonna try to get on my horse and then find him that way, and just travel around and stuff. Also checking out the horses as well. Um, as I was trying to get on a horse, there appears to be my first glitch. Um, yeah, I think there's gonna be many more glitches up ahead if I can be honest here. Since I did the restart after the glitch, I was able to talk to this guard and decided to ask him where I
Good
can find the
health.
guy to trade with, or someone to trade with.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava.
After some
Folk
time,
aren't too fond of
I
him.
finally found the trader, and I decided to start my
Good health
trading,
to you.
selling my items and whatnot, or
Any
buying anything.
trade?
If you've got the coin. Farewell.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye.
after finally doing some trading with him, I learn about haggling and decide to haggle a bit to get a better deal with the trader. Um, I went back to the stables and decided to get myself my horse again, but I started to glitch again. I try my best not to be stuck again, and I barely managed to get out of that. I don't know what's with that glitch, but anyway, at least I'm free from that now. I decided to talk to the guard and ask him to get out. But I believe he said no.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed.
Even though
Sir
the
Divish
guard
gave
didn't let me
orders not
leave,
to open the
he did
gate,
told
and
me
he was
if
spent.
I had a change of an outfit that he could just say that he didn't know it was me leaving and turning a bit of a blind eye and whatnot. It appears that I forgot to bring a lockpick. I just decided just to explore a bit to see what was going on, and maybe if there's some other loot I can pick up that doesn't require me to lockpick or something else like that. Yeah, I accidentally whistled. Not very good. Um, yeah, I gonna try to leave now. Well, warning. Yeah, I didn't know there was a guard up there, and yeah, I kind of got caught there, so I gotta
Good day to
leave
you.
soon.
What do you need?
Um, I decided when I finally left to actually buy a lockpick from the trader.
Can we
Hopefully,
trade?
I will only need one and
If you've got the
not
coin.
multiple.
Good luck to you.
Let's try this again. Hopefully, I can succeed in my lockpick and not fail. Yeah, I really seem to struggle with this one. It's not really too difficult. Just keep your circle in yellow, and well, just press D, and you can do the lockpicking process and whatnot. Sadly, after doing it so much times, the lockpick just broke, and I totally failed something that probably would have been super easy if I actually read and done it more correctly and whatnot. After buying it again, the lockpick, I decided to try my luck again in trying to lockpick it. I believe this time I was a lot more successful in actually lockpicking it and not just flunking it and whatnot. Now I'm back here at the gate telling the guy that I have the outfit,
I need to get out of
and
here.
now he be
Then
allowing
I'm
me
afraid you're
to
out
travel
alone.
through the gate now.
Ah, I see. All right then. But if you
To
breathe a
home
word
once
about me to
more.
anyone, God be with you.
wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. Looks like they've already gone.
Well, right now, just gonna explore the place. It's pretty brutal around here.
Jesus.
I guess where they burn all the bodies or whatever ones they want. Just take out any loot that they may have and whatnot. No. I continue on exploring what's still going on. I believe I spawned some sort of abandoned, that's why I'm crouching.
Who's there?
Just checking out my surroundings, just to be sure. But it seems like it was only one guy.
What's going
I'm
on
trying my
there?
best to surprise him. But if not, then I guess we're gonna just fight them head on. I brought my sword, just ready. Okay, start our fight now.
What was that noise?
Appears he spotted us, and now we're trying to engage him now. Hopefully you can defeat him easily.
Kunda! All slaughtered.
We defeat him. We got the weapon, and I decided to let him go disarmed though.
Give up your weapon, and you can go.
What's to be done?
I know after a bit of walking, going to where I'm going, I decided to go over this little bridge and see what was going on. To see if there was any loot there. But yeah. There was more than I thought there was. I was starting to fight with one bandit, but I believe more guys are gonna come soon. I got stuck here. There was no real way for me to get out. I just either had to block or just attack. It wasn't looking good.
I'll chop you to pieces, you rat!
I'm going to enjoy this.
Well landed.
I'll slaughter you. Gone weak at the knees, have you? And your history.
Yeah, I finally died. I don't know what got in my head, but I decided I want to fight them again, even though I was definitely outnumbered, and probably shouldn't engage with them. But I decided to do so either way.
Who's there?
Yeah.
Is You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. You get what? Dobře, I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you! God! Yeah! Yeah! Take that!
And if you guys think I'm gonna die here, then you are correct. I decided that it was a better idea not to do that again and not to fight them. So I decided to go this long way, but since I couldn't go to the front door of the outer walls of the town, then I just have to go more to the longer way inside. Walking on the path, I saw this suspicious guy. Decided that I should stealth and try to catch him off guard and whatnot.
What's that? What's going on there? Hey, who's there? Who's there? Well now, who wants to come crawling out from under some rock? Oh dear.
I did defeat the guy. I decided to let go of him too, and just continue on my own way.
Leave your
With
weapon
his
on the
arm, of
ground
course.
and get lost.
So be it.
Oddly enough, he just kind of died on the floor. I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, I guess he bleed out or something. I guess his loss, my gain.
Bailiff. He didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.
After some looting, it was time for me just to continue on completing what I was coming here for and whatnot. After this journey, we finally reached the character's parents, and it's time for some solace and whatnot.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find a shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
time for us to look for the shovel right now to bury the character's parents and whatnot. Continue on. Trying to look inside the house to see if there's some sort of shovel I can use. Something at least. But if not, then I'm just gonna keep looking around the other places of the town and anywhere else I can see it. I started to hear some dog noises and decided to just investigate a bit, see where the dog might be at. I started to hear the dog more closer until I finally arrived to where a guy, which appears to be the German guy, trying to fend off the dog or trying to do something.
Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that mutt the butcher's? Mutt. Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I was talking to him and to see what he was doing and trying
I'd
to
say the
find some
poor
way
creature is standing
to
guard over his
compromise and get the
You
shovel
weren't
for
trying
him.
to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing? What are you doing?
I finally been able to get the shovel from him.
shove it in your
It just took a bit of a strong approach to convince him otherwise.
This is a good place. You're gonna like it.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I gonna do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want? It's Bishak?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got.
Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it anymore. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
Ah!
Ha! Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh, dear. Oh! Bollocks! Ah! Well, I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, gun fuckers! The games are over.
Mihin? Kiitä mä tulin. Väikyttä mulla jää. Kapset ja... Ahteren peesi! Hitmosta keppi.
Do you need some help?
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
So Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Ratay Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Well, it's quite a long journey we had. Took some time waiting patiently, but we're just gonna eat some food. I believe this is nearing the end of the video. If you made it this far, I do hope you enjoyed the video. I will be making a couple more parts for this series, but it's just pretty small. It's the beginning of the game itself, not the full game, but at least a small piece of the experience for you all to enjoy. Have a nice day. Please do like and subscribe if you want to, and if you enjoyed the video. And goodbye.